Hello everyone, welcome to today's QBasic classes, and today we will discuss or we will make few programs based on goto statement. In the last video we discussed about counter and accumulator variable, and in this video we will make use of these two variables, counter and accumulator. If you remember, counter variable is a numeric variable which keeps the record of how many times a process is repeated, and accumulator is a numeric variable which keeps on adding the values, which keeps on storing the values as the counter increases. So let's start. So the first program is, write a program to display sum of first 10 numbers. So we need to display the sum of first 10 number. Sum of first 10 number means sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. Fine. So let's start. CLS. We'll take a counter variable. Why? To keep the check. What check? Whether it is first term, second term, third, and the statement should be repeated up to 10th term. As the term become 11, it should come out. So it keeps the check. How many times statements should be repeated. So we can say counter refers to first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Fine. And then display sum. So we need to find the sum. And whenever we need to find the sum, we take an accumulator variable, and that is s equals to 0. We should initialize the accumulator variable to avoid the garbage value. Fine. Now, if you see our counter also starting from 1 and changing to 2, 3, 4, 5, it also changes from 1 to 10, and our numbers also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, no need to take another variable n to assign these numbers. We can use counter only. We can add counter only because counter is also changing from 1 to 10 and we need to find out its sum. Otherwise, you can take another variable n equals to 1. Then you will add the value of n in the accumulator variable. But here I am taking counter variable only. Fine. So s equals to s plus c. In this case only, because our counter and numbers are same, you can say. S equals to s plus c. So it is keep on adding counter variable, which is 1, 2, 3. I am giving the increment to the counter variable c equals to c plus 1. Now the condition will be checked. If c less than equals to 10, then go to start. Then go to start. Where shall I write start? Here. Fine. After if, we will print s and then n. Okay, let me explain. Counter variable c equals to 1. We always initialize counter variable with 1, and accumulator we initialize with 0. Fine. C1 as 0. Now s equals to s plus c. S plus c means 0 plus 1. The value of s will become 1. 0 plus 1, 1. Counter increment. Earlier it was 1. Now it has become 2. Isn't it? Condition will be checked. If 2 less than equals to 10, yes. Obviously condition is true. Then go to start. Again it will come here. Again it will add it. Earlier the s was 1 and the counter was 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. Fine. Counter has become 3. Condition will be checked. 3 less than equals to 10? Yes. Then go to start. Again 3 plus 3, 6. Counter has become 4. Condition true. Again counter will be 5, 6, 7, and it will keep on adding these values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when it will come out? When the value of c will become 11. As the value of c will become 11, condition will be false here. it will skip the then part. It will not go there. Fine. It will skip the then part. It will come out and print S. So in S, what we have? In S, we have the total sum of 1 to 10 numbers. Fine. It will be displayed and then end the program. I hope it is clear. This was your rough work. No need to write it. Only this program. Fine. Now if I say to display sum of any 10 number, not first 10 number, any 10 number. So we need to make few changes here. So in case of any 10, okay, I need to rub it. Now this is not the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Any 10 means it should ask at the time of execution, enter the number. So if I give any number, like first I give 10, again 20, again 30. So at the time of execution, it will ask the numbers, and whatever numbers we will assign it, it will add those numbers. So how will we do that? So let's see. Now this is the program, sum of any 10 numbers. Fine. So same C1 S0. Now we don't know the number, isn't it? So what we do, for 10 number, we will not take 10 variable. What we will do? We will write once only. Input, enter a number. Fine. And the variable is n. So what we will do? We will repeat this statement, enter a number. How many times? 10 times. And we will add this n. Fine. S equals to S plus not C. We will add this n. Counter, initially it was 1. Increment C equals to C plus 1. Same way, because we need to repeat these two statements 10 times. And to repeat the statement 10 times, we will take counter variable C equals to 1, then increment, then condition. These three statements, C1, increment and condition, these three things will always be there in GoTo programs. Fine. So always remember, to repeat these two statements, we are writing these three statements. If C less than equals to 10, then go to start. Fine. And where is start? Where shall I write start? Because we want to repeat these two statements. So above this, I will write start. And after if, print S. End the program. Fine. Because we are adding n. So I have written S equals to S plus n. And counter will increase first term, second term, third term. How many terms? 10 terms. As the C become 11, it will come out and display the sum. So for this program, I'll show you the flowchart also. Let's make flowchart of this program. So first is start. Fine. I'm changing the marker. Start. C equals to 1. So I told you for initialization, which box will take? Process box. And start stop will be oval shape. So C equals to 1 and S equals to 0. Rectangular in shape. Fine. Process box. And then for input, we will use input box, parallelogram, here we will write enter a number, n. Fine. Then again for calculation, S equals to S plus n and C equals to C plus 1. Which box shall I take? Process box. S equals to S plus n and C equals to C plus 1. Fine. In one process box, you can write both statements. And for if, which box shall I take? Decision box, diamond shape. And the condition I am giving here is C less than equals to 10 question mark. Then go to star. If this condition is true, means if it is yes, then it should go to start. And where is start? Above the input. So where is start? Above the input. Above the input. Fine. If condition is false, if condition is false means no, then print S. Then print S, or display S you can write, print S will also be okay. Display S. Fine. After arrow, output box. And then at the last, end. For end, we will use stop box. So this is the program of, this is the flowchart of this given program. Fine. Graphical representation of program is flowchart. I hope it is clear. Okay. In the same program, if I say display sum of any n numbers, any n number. Suppose we don't know how many numbers are there. So what will I do? So in case of 10, we will use, in case of 10, we will use any n numbers. Fine. We don't know how many numbers are there. So if you don't know how many numbers are there, it should be entered first. It should be asked from the user, enter a number. So how many terms we need to add. Fine. So where shall I give? Here. I am making some changes here. This will remain same. Fine. But how many times it should be repeated? Not 10 times. Not 10 times. N times. N, or I am taking here num. Fine. N or num I have taken. Now C equals to 1, S equals to 0. Input. Input, enter number of terms. Number of terms. Fine. Here I have taken variable num, because n we have already taken. N are the numbers present in the series, or we can say n is the terms which we are going to add. But this number stands for how many terms are there. Fine. Now 10 is not fixed. If suppose it will ask enter number of terms. Suppose I have given 5. So it will add 5 numbers. So which 5 number? Suppose then it will ask you enter a number. Suppose I have given 10, 5, 7, 8. So it will add those 5 numbers. Fine. So start will be same above the input. Okay, rest is okay. No more changes. So let's see. Initialized. When we run this program, it will ask you enter number of terms. Suppose I have given 5. So 5 will be assigned into num. Fine. Then it will ask enter a number. किन numbers का sum करना है? Suppose I have given 10. So 10 will be assigned into n. So it will add that. Then it will ask another number. Suppose 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. So these 5 numbers. So it will show you sum of these 5 numbers. Fine. So this is the program to display sum of any n number. Not fixed 10. Any n. You can give n 10, n 15, n 5. Fine. Whenever you run the program, it will ask you enter number of term. So as per requirement or as per your choice, you can enter the number and then it will ask the various number. If you add 5, so it will ask these numbers 5 times. If you give 10, it will ask number 10 times. Fine, and then add and then display. I hope these 3 programs are clear to you. So that's it in this video. Thank you so much.